cold outside. We gather around the fireplace, and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday. It means so much more than words can say. And I claim that Christmas is a magic day. Sometimes I tend to forget what glory this holiday represents. But it's fair to say that Christmas is a magic day. This year I'll think about how I'm so lucky to have a place that I can come home to. Yes, I am on my way.
Yes, people, welcome back to Let's Talk Premier League. We're here for the weekly review show. I'm joined by Kenny and Tyler. How are we both doing?
Yeah, mate, all good. Regular occurrence now, isn't it? So, yeah.
It is. Need to replace
Yourself?
King at some point, but we'll yeah, well, not too bad. Busy. But yeah, not too bad. But we've actually got quite a bit to get into today. There's been a lot of good results. I will say that much. But yeah, I wonder what that one does. Is that any better? No, not really. Just moves where we are. Sorry, I was just messing around with stuff. Chris says, "Big up the panel and Kenny." Love to see it.
Big up.
That's it.
Big up, Chris. Kenny loves it, really. But where do we start? Well, we start at the King Power. Chelsea getting a 3-0 victory over Leicester. Leicester, we need to talk about Leicester, actually. We need to talk a bit more about them sort of personally, because they've not had a good start to the season. And Kenny, what do you put Leicester's poor start to the season down to? Because it can't just be centre-backs. Right? They've been, I don't want to say trash, but they have been absolutely horrific for some time now. So you can't just put that down to centre-backs.
Well, yeah, I think the main problem is they just can't stop the goals going in, because they've mainly this season they've got what is it? They've got 21 goals conceded, which is only Newcastle and Norwich City have less goals conceded, and Norwich City have lost 7-0 and 5-0 twice this season. So the main problem is they need to keep the ball out of the net. Their only clean sheet this season was opening day against Wolves, when Wolves just couldn't finish a ball. That's the main issue at the moment. I think something needs to happen at that training ground. I think if they get to January and they're not really down there, like feeling even awful, I think they can claw it back, get a player in, get some players in, and then they can claw it back to maybe snatch a Europa League place. Right now, I don't think the performances are that bad. I just think the defensive capabilities just awful at the moment.
Yeah. No, I hear that. Chris says Rodgers' third season syndrome kicking in. Sorry, this is why Rodgers is not good enough to manage elite clubs. Tyler, obviously you've dealt with Rodgers at Liverpool before.
Yep.
Is this third season syndrome sitting in, or is there a deeper issue? Because won an FA Cup last season, came fifth, right? So they've done very well under Rodgers. They've been pushing for Champions League in the last two seasons, missing out by a point, I think, on both times. What's happened? I know Fofana's out, so we do have to give a little bit there, but they really
Also,
haven't
James
been.
Justin, he's been a great player for them.
James Justin as well. I'll give you that, but there's got to be something else that's a problem, because to have a -5 goal difference, be sitting 12th below freaking Everton, Palace, and Brighton, and I'm not using them as any sort of disrespect, but Leicester are technically better than them in previous seasons.
Leicester are usually a lot higher up, aren't they? So
and the Europa League campaign has been nothing short of a fucking disgrace from Leicester. So what the hell is going on at the King Power? And if this continues, is Rodgers going to be fearing for his job? Because I know there was links for him at United, but he may genuinely lose his job if he ain't careful.
Yeah, what I will say is obviously, you talk about the Europe thing. That do they ever tend to really do well in Europe? If I'm being honest, I don't usually see that they do.
Got to
Yeah, going
quarters
back
last
to
season.
him and yeah, I don't know. They're not really convincing in Europe for me though. In my opinion, I don't know. It might be different for you lot, but yeah. Now back to the Premier League thing. It could be third season syndrome because they have all these injuries, but they've still got great players. Like I don't know. Then again, it could be their playing style. I don't know, but yeah, he's definitely not. He's not good enough for an elite club, so to speak. But he's been a good manager for Leicester. You know what I mean? He's won them the FA Cup. You want to count the Charity Shield. He's done really well for him. But for me, it could be third season.
Yeah, I mean, I look at the team, and Harvey Barnes is not firing.
Yeah, a lot of their players are not, are they?
Vardy has been showing some signs of, I think, of getting older. Obviously, he didn't have Tielemans in the squad, but Samari, Ndidi, Castagna, or Brighton, they're players that have done very well. Obviously, Samari, a new signing. Kasper Schmeichel, Johnny Evans, Soyuncu, Amati. These are similar players to what they've had. I mean, Ademola Lookman was one that we I think most people were raving at Fulham. So it's not like he's got shit players. And then look at the bench. You got Vestergaard, Daka, Oyosi Perez, Madison. Madison being on the bench all the time makes little sense to me. He's not.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that one. Yeah, no, I agree with you there.
Ryan Bertrand. I mean, Hamza Chowdhury. There is a deeper issue with Leicester City, and we'll get on to Chelsea in a second, but there is a deep issue at Leicester City for me, a real deep issue.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like, there's a lot of things that clearly we don't know.
No, clearly. Maybe Brendan Rodgers has already packed his bags for United or something like that. They've been found out, in my opinion, playing same playing style. Well, he has swapped
that's
it
what
around.
I said, didn't I? Yeah.
I disagree with that because I've seen him use 2 or 3 different styles at Leicester. I've seen him use a 4 at the back. I've seen him use 3 at the back. He has sort of changed up a few times. I really couldn't tell you what is going on. Wanker Tankers here, by the way. Losing Fofana and Tielemans, you are screwed. There is definitely that. Definitely being a good manager for Leicester, but if you're Manchester United and you have a brain, I would dodge Rodgers. Clearly. We are just too good, Niall, clearly. Well, look, we'll get into Chelsea in a second because it wasn't even a full-strength Chelsea side, really. Vel says there's a Twitter space called fucking my dad right now. Well, that's lovely. Twitter just does not astound me at how weird it can truly get. Who would realistically replace Rodgers? If ambitious, probably Ten Hag, but he would want an elite job. Well, I don't think Leicester are getting Ten Hag. I guess you would. Nuno would probably be within earshot of it. Who else realistically could take that Leicester job? There's not many. It would have to be someone a little weirder. Not weird, but a weird name to be mentioning. Maybe one we don't know. But yeah, there needs to be a plan, doesn't there? We need to say Chelsea were too good. We do need to talk about Chelsea though. They played with not their full side. I mean, obviously you got Trevor Chalobah instead of Christensen, played with Thiago Silva, Rudiger. They were missing a few players, some on their bench, but you had Christensen on the bench, Azpilicueta on the bench. Lukaku wasn't around, Werner was on the bench. But I want to talk briefly Mason Mount. What's happened with him this season? He's not been, apart from the hat-trick against Norwich, I can't think of too many times that Mason Mount has decided to play football. Kenny, Mason Mount, what's up with him at the moment?
Whoa.
Well, I'll go to Tyler. I'll go to Tyler, and then I'll go to Kenny. Kenny, what's up with Mason? Not Kenny. Tyler, what's up with Mason Mount?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Like honestly, like the World Cup qualifier games before the ones just gone, even for England, I saw him misplaced passes. You know, it was a bit. I don't know. I don't know what is going on with him. To be honest,
He's been shit for club and country, hasn't he? So
yeah. No, honestly, mate, I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Yeah. No, I would love it. I would love it if someone could maybe Russ could tell us. Hope you have a good stream. Big up RJ. Thank you for popping in.
Big up.
Valve, big up. Do you think that will work? It was a routine win for Chelsea. It was routine. Poch to Leicester. I don't think
could have been a lot more as well to Chelsea.
Could have been. Kenny, Mason Mount, what's up with him?
Well, you're right. He's only happening against Norwich. It's just happens a lot to young players. Sometimes they just want to be in front of form where things happen much. I mean, it happened to Greenwood last season. It's happened to Foden. I think this is one of those periods really where just they don't do much because it happens to a lot of young players. He's played a lot of football in the last 2 years, so I wouldn't suspect there's anything that bad. I would still suspect he's gonna just be good in the future.
Yeah. Ross says, I think Mason is just having a bit of burnout, to be honest. A young player who's played a hell of a lot of football last 2 years. We can thank Lampard for that, can't you? Yeah, I don't know what's happening at Leicester. I have to agree with you on that. I would keep him till Christmas, see where they are then. But I want to talk, obviously, Rudiger. Now, he's been one of the best centre-backs in the league since Tuchel came in. If Chelsea were to lose Rudiger, how much of a miss is that going forward? Because obviously he got a goal at the weekend from the header from the corner. But yeah, if they lose Rudiger, that's quite a big miss for them. I mean, what's worse, losing Rudiger or losing Christensen? I would say right now losing Rudiger. But Tyler, how good has Rudiger been?
Yeah, he's been exceptional. Obviously, Chelsea fans before Tuchel come in, they were like, with a lot of players, they were like, "Oh, I don't want him here," you know. And he was one of them, wasn't he? Like, but yeah, he's been exceptional. Like the leader, like, well, you know, like the way he's, what's the word? Like hungry to just do well, and the way he's, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but he's just been exceptional, if I'm being honest. Like, as you said, scored as well. He's getting goals every now and then, helping in that scenario. But yeah, mate, he's been very good since he's.
Yeah, no, I
don't know the word I'm looking for. If I think of it, I'll let you know. But I just can't think of it.
Yeah, Reece James with another assist as well at the weekend. He's certainly working well. He's up there. There's now that debate between him and Trent. I'm sure at some point we will do a stream on that. Everyone knows my thoughts. I think Trent is better than Reece James. Maybe not better defensively, but I think what Trent offers going forward is miles clear of Reece James, which therefore makes Trent just better. I'm sure Russ is now firing up his fingers to reply to that in the comments. Chalobah is underrated at Chelsea. I don't think he is underrated at all. I don't think any player at Chelsea is underrated, not with their fans. I don't simply think you can be underrated at Chelsea. I had people trying to tell me, well, all sorts of things like Jorginho win a Ballon d'Or. Yeah. Next joke, please, by the way. Leicester have some decent players still. They do, and that's why it's surprising. Trent is clear of James. I need to get that popcorn for Arnold James debate. Yeah. Chalobah is getting overrated now. I don't think that's fair. I don't think he's overrated.
No.
But look, Chelsea clearly on a good run of form. Only lost once this season, drawn twice. They're 3 points clear of Manchester City, 4 points clear of Liverpool. So they're starting to itch a little gap out. how many games do they go lose? Well, they got United coming up, so that's a 3-pointer surely. But moving on, as we can't talk Chelsea all night, is Steven Gerrard's first match as Aston Villa manager. Tyler, Stevie G. No, I've spoke to Tyler. He's not one of these that are now supporting Villa now that Gerrard's there. But
No.
Tyler, Stevie G. Good result for him at the weekend. Obviously, getting the win. It took a while. 84th minute it was. So Ollie Watkins scored the goal, and then Tyrone Mings finishing it off in the 89th minute. A decent win though. What do you make of it? And Brighton, though, also on a bit of poor form, haven't won in 8 games now. So a little bit of a shock there.
Yeah, no, obviously I watched it. I was a bit gutted that I didn't watch the Watford United games. There's a lot more goals in that, or even one of the other games. But yeah, it was quite a dreadful game until like the last 6 minutes, of course. But you can see, as much as I thought Dean Smith was all right, it was time for him to go. You know what I mean? Like, you can't have that many losses on the bounce. But, he's still done good things for him. Obviously, got him up from the Championship, etc. But, yeah, you can see that the playing style is good. It's attacking. And I think that's what Villa should be doing with the players they've got. Leon Bailey, Buendia. They've got them players like that. Even the Watkins goal, he made a run, was a great finish. And then obviously Mings getting a goal shortly after. It wasn't a header for once. It was a rebound. But yeah, no, I think it was a good win. But yeah, as you said, Brighton as well. They are not having a great time anymore compared to the start. But yeah, I expected a Villa win. I went with a 2-1 though. But yeah, no, it was one of them where the goals come eventually, and thank God they did, because I was praying that I didn't watch a 0-0 game.
Yeah, that would have been hilarious. Velv says, "Fuck Villa." Okie dokie. Gerrard is awful. Don't understand why everyone hyping him up. Big up to Joshy. Neat. I hope Gerrard does well at Villa. But seeing Liverpool fans supporting Villa as well, do me a favour. Honestly, can't stand it. Yeah, I hear that. Gerrard is the only manager unbeaten in the Premier League. I know who is clear. Good for Stevie G, but just let him crack on. That's a good point. And Mustafa is #carrick out. But Kenny, talk to me about Brighton. They haven't won in 8 games. Graham Potter seems to be not struggling, but Brighton going through a bit of a dip. They're below United, which I suppose will be very disappointing for them. So, what do you make of Brighton so far?
The teams, some of the teams they've been winners against aren't exactly the best teams either. I mean, you got Arsenal, Norwich, Newcastle, and Villa all in that one. 4 teams, which honestly, for a team that pushing for Europe, really, to be honest, they really should be beating all of those teams. I don't know, it's bad to an Arsenal, though, with United, but at the time, Arsenal was struggling a bit. So at the time, they should have been Arsenal. They've got some winnable games coming up. I just worry with Brighton. That was just a brief run of good form at the beginning of the season, and then now they're just going to rot to 15th and make no signs of progress. I do believe in Potter. I do believe he can turn it around. I just worry that it's, because sometimes you get these with teams like Brighton. We had it a few seasons ago with what's it called, Burnley or someone. It was someone like that a few seasons ago. They were like really high up. It was Watford. They were really high up. They were like 6th, and then they slumped down to like 13th. It's just a few seasons ago. It's worrying for Brighton, but I do think they can turn it around. But
yeah,
as I said, it is worrying.
Yeah, it's not the easiest. I was on a singing Twitter space with Ramsdale long. Nice. Mustafa started already. Carrick in. Brilliant. But yeah, interesting game. 2-0 win for Villa. But moving on, 3-goal thrashing. Oh, a 3-3 match here. A 6-goal thriller is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
This one, there was two 6-0 6-goal thrillers, and they were one after the other in terms of how we're covering them. Burnley versus Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace took an early lead. Burnley pulled that back. Then they took the lead. Then Palace brought it back. Then Palace took the lead, and then Burnley finally decided to get the 3. Burnley have scored 3 goals and conceded 3 goals. This is the most un-Sean Dyche performance you're ever going to see in your life. Tyler, what the is this? This isn't Sean Dyche football. Scoring 3 goals and conceding 3 goals. Like, genuinely, that's mad.
Yeah, mate, it's crazy. It is really crazy. I don't even know, mate. You know what I mean? It's just one of them games. You always have one of them games in a season, win, loss, draw, whatever, where you're like, whoa, what's happened here? And I think that's the one for Burnley, if I'm being totally honest. Yeah.
The anomaly. Kenny, what do you make of this game?
I don't actually think it's one game, because I'm looking at the results now, and since the last time they had scored in a game in the Premier League, they've 2-2 against Southampton, 3-1 against Brentford, 1-1 against Chelsea, and 3-3 against Palace. They're starting to increase the goals scored. Now, whether that's because of the change of tactics, I think it is, because I know against I think it was Brentford, I think they changed tactics to move higher up. That's what people are saying. I think they changed that. It is working for them. It is working for them. I mean, they've got on a good run of 4, but let's be honest, they've got 4 games unbeaten. Of course, they changed some of those draws into wins to get outside the relegation though. But yeah, they've changed the tactics in Burnley, and they're starting to become more attacking somehow. This is not Burnley football. This is not Burnley. Well, where are Burnley? Where are Burnley? This is not Burnley. This is not Burnley. But...
Yeah, they still play over 4-4-2. It's fine. Mustafa says Ravi, I know, but he should still go. Burnley scoring 3 goals. Time for me to leave. True. Mustafa, you should thank Ollie for the work at Manchester United. Burnley had a similar game against Leicester. Maxwell Cornet, 5 goals in 7 games, a very underrated signing of the season. I would agree with that.
His goal was great as well.
Big up, Max. Yeah, it was a bloody good goal. I did see that. But moving on, because there's so much to get into in this game week, because there was new managers all over the place. One of which was at St James's Park, but he was a virtual manager in this one because obviously Eddie Howe had coronavirus just before he's taken his first game as Newcastle manager. But his assistant took charge for him and did somewhat of a good job. Obviously, Eddie wasn't there, but this guy did a good job, sort of taking over for a game, scoring
Graham
3 goals.
Jones did an all right job for once.
It wasn't Graham Jones, was it? It was it's Eddie's actual assistant. I cannot remember his name, but Graham Jones is there as first team coach, but he's not assistant. So I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you who is the actual assistant. I completely forgot his name. But as Kenny said, even Joel Linton scored in this game. But again, we're talking a decent game here. Jason Tindall, that's the one. Jason Tindall. But Lascelles started it off really well for Newcastle, scoring within 10 minutes. Ivan Toney scoring after 11. So literally just Newcastle score and then concede straight away. That seems like a Newcastle sort of thing to do. Then then Rico Henry scores for Brentford. Then Joel Linton equalises. Then Lascelles decides to put Brentford 3-2 up. Through an own goal, and then St. Maximin levels it after 75. A change of formation also, because it was a 3 at the back. They played with a 3-4-3, so I'm guessing they've been working on something in training. Carl Darlow was actually given the nod to go in goal over Martin Dubravka. Kenny, start with you. What do you make of Newcastle? Have they got enough about them to stay up?
I think Eddie Howe is a very good manager, but Newcastle need to get out of this role. I mean, the bottom of the league and they got below Norwich, who had an awful start to the season. Norwich, they've not have they even won one game this season?
Newcastle have won 0 games, drawn 6, lost 6.
Bloody hell. I don't know how Newcastle will get out of this role if they. Because even with Eddie Howe,
Some serious investment in January.
yeah, before January, I mean before January. Apparently, the one that's anyway. But before January, I don't know how Newcastle are going to get out of this role. Because the thing is, by January, I think they need to have a points total which they're able to come back from. Because think about January, they might be well far away from 17. Because some teams at the bottom of the league can be, and they need to be out. The next 3 games are massive, or 4 games actually, because they've got Arsenal away, which they can get something from. They've got Norwich at home and Burnley at home, and then Leicester away. All games they can get stuff from. I think those 4 games are massive. Then after that, they've got Liverpool, Newcastle, Man United, and Everton. But those next 4 games for them are massive if they want to get out of this rut that they're in right now. I think. I mean, first of all, they need to get off bottom of the league. I mean, bloody hell, they should not be bottom of the league. I think a team like Newcastle should not be below Norwich City with 0 wins this season. Oh, they're just awful at the moment. Yeah, they have to seriously invest in January. I don't think fucking
they do. Eddie Howe, good manager attacking wise, but his teams concede a lot. His defenses are more open than Gemma Collins' legs. Can Newcastle get out of bottom 3? Newcastle in Championship next season with that wealth will be interesting. Mustafa right or timeout. Valve is a Liverpool fan since 1655. I think we should hire Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He's an elite manager and give him at least 30 years to prove himself. Come on, you Reds. I met Anthony Martial today. Absolute honour to meet such a gentleman. Did you actually, Dylan? If you did, that's absolutely a madness. But Tyler, Newcastle United, have they got enough about them to stay in the league, or are they going down?
No, I believe they do. I believe Eddie Howe is that guy who can keep them up. And obviously, as you touched on as well, in January, they can spend. And yeah, like the problem they have, and I saw it a lot from this game, is they can attack, but they cannot defend. So, like some of them goals Brentford got, like were just, I don't know, it's just poor marking, poor awareness, and stuff like that. But yeah, I believe they can stay up.
Yeah, no, I hear that. Next up, we go to Carrow Road. Once it loads up, there we go. We should be at Carrow Road now. And it was goals from Timo Pukki and Grant Hanley that gives Dean Smith his first win in his first game at Norwich. Brandon Williams had a good game at left back as well, from what I've heard. Also, a few changes were made from what Daniel Farke was doing at Norwich. Billy Gilmore came into the team, had a good game. Todd Cantwell came in and had a goodish game as well. Kenny, Dean Smith, is he gonna drive Norwich to the Great Escape? Because look, I think ultimately they have got a good team there. I look at Brandon Williams at left back, decent player. Max Aarons is one that I do rate very highly. Experience with Tim Cool and Grant Hanley. Billy Gilmore is an exciting young prospect that I like the ideas of. And I think Todd Cantwell is also exciting. So could Dean Smith get Norwich out of a tricky situation? I mean, they're not far from it. I mean, what, 3 points away from 3 points away from 3?
What, 3 points? Yeah, 3 points.
Yeah, fucking can't do maths, can you, Kenny?
I got confused with Burnley at least.
Kenny is a wanker, Kenny is a wanker. But yeah, Kenny, talk about Norwich and Dean Smith.
Yeah, I think I think with Norwich, they just needed to get that win on the board, and they've got they've got Newcastle in the next 2 games, and then they got Villa and so 2 games after that. Those games will be massive to kill their season gone. Especially that game versus Newcastle away. I thought people were ruling out Norwich too early, not because I rated Norwich, not because I thought they'd survive, but because I thought you can never rule out teams this early. We are only 12 games in, so I think they can survive. Whether they will, I don't know, but I certainly think he can get them out of this, bro. He can. I think they won't go down without a fight. I think they will go down with a fight now. They've got Dean Smith in. They'll get that close if they don't survive, certainly, and that's something they haven't done for years now.
Yeah, no, I hear that. Chris says Dean Smith with Villa gets beat by Southampton. Dean Smith with Norwich beat Southampton. Interesting. It is interesting. Southampton were unlucky; they weren't clinical enough. Dean Smith will keep them up. I'm starting to think that idea. Norwich need to get a goal difference down, which is their problem. Their goal difference is -2.
-20.
Oh, is it -20? Oh, it's not. It's it says -2 because I don't think it can fit in double figures like 20. My apologies, Chris. My apologies. Kenny, what's that like? Disco Light. Once Kabak returns to Norwich, it's all over. They will come back and win the league. Kenny in a disco, please don't want to imagine that. But Tyler, Norwich, what do you make of Norwich?
I think Dean Smith's going to do very well for him, but I do still see him still getting relegated. I think it's going to go down to the wire with them, but yeah, I can still see it. But the thing is, if they do go down, they'll go straight back up. Let's be serious now. Like their players compared to, like, I think all the teams that will go down from the Premier, I think they'll all go straight back up. To be quite honest with you, because the managers they'll have, and even some players that will probably stay. Like it's too much for the other teams.
Yeah, no, I hear that. And next up, if you know, you know what's next, and it is. I've put.
Yes,
completely wrong. I'm trying to make.
No. Come on.
Let me fix that. God knows why that says fuck. Talk major fuck up there from me. But yeah, Kenny, you're a disgrace to humanity, by the way.
Yeah, can I just talk about how much of a disgrace Maguire is? Yeah, this guy went out clubbing after a 4-1 loss to Watford. Have some self-respect. He went in a space.
Is that what you got to say about Maguire?
What?
Carry on about Maguire. I'm still loading it up. So I said, carry on talking about Maguire.
Yeah, he even went in a bloody Twitter space about how all they're gonna show is so shit. Oh, that's so disrespectful. You are our club's captain. This is the guy the players are supposed to be following. He is doing this fucking stupid shit. Going out clubbing after a 4-1 loss to Watford. Have you got no self-respect? You've lost 5-0 to Liverpool previous weeks. You lost 2-0 to Man City. You've lost, I don't even know, you lost 4-2 to Leicester. Have you got no self-respect? You can't defend. Work out to defend instead of going clubbing. You lost 4-1 to Watford, surely.
He's
working.
He's working on a good case in Greece to defend himself.
Well, yeah, exactly. But he needs to work on a case of defending football. Fucking disgrace, man. I've scored a goal versus Albania. I've scored a goal versus a San Marino keeper. Probably wouldn't even get into bloody Norwich City. I'm gonna put my hands in my ears. I've shut down the haters, haven't I? You fucking disgrace, man. This guy should not be captain of Man United. He's a fucking disgrace. A fucking disgrace. He only turns up when he wants to. For brief periods. He only turns up when he wants to. Then he just goes shit for another 6 months. Like, piss off, man. Yeah, I'll talk about the game now. Yeah, Harry Maguire got sent off as well. It was he's so shit, man. So they scored two. There was 2-1 in injury time. They scored 2 goals because our defense is so fucking shit. We got fucking block a bloody striker. God's sake, our defense is so fucking shit. Where's the structure? I don't even know what defensive structure is. What is a clean sheet? And David De Gea, how do you not save 2 of those goals? You should have saved at least 2 of those goals. David De Gea, what's happened? I know you saved 2 penalties, but I don't care. Those 2 penalties are just shit anyway. You just went one way each time and just prayed. Oh, you just prayed. You fucking prayed. You fucking prayed. Oh, please, God, please let it be this corner, please. You did fucking prayed in the middle of a match. Oh, Jesus Christ. One Bissaka as well. There's nobody sense of positioning. The only players who I thought played well were Van der Beek and Sancho. I believe Sancho got robbed of 2 assists because of fucking Ronaldo. Jeez, lot, man. Fuck's sake.
Have you finished, or would you like to carry on?
I'll finish.
Well, do you want to talk about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer?
No, not really, no. Tyler, please. You up.
No. Kenny, carry on.
No sense of tactics. No nothing. Just pray. Just pray. Guys, just before a match. Just before a match. Yeah? This is how you do it, yeah? So you do this, you kneel down, and you pray to God. You pray to God. Look at it. You pray to God. You pray to God. You just pray to God that we'll win. Pray to God. And that's our fucking tactics. And I'm glad that he's gone. I was sad. I am still sad that he's gone, just because I feel bad for him. Because I like him. But still, just no sense of tactics. And we're getting... And I'm not that unhappy about it now, but yesterday I'm thinking we've got a manager with 0 trophies, 0 sense of trophies. Like, he'd be perfect if he had trophies, but he's got 0 trophies. Needs a trophy. Zidane's rejected us. I forgot that. I've calmed down now, though. You won't be getting really ranted that much. Fucking Harry Maguire's a fucking shit player.
Well, let's talk about Glazers, Kenny.
Tyler, someone click that, please. That was brilliant, man.
I hope they did.
I did put it in the comments, so hopefully.
So, Tyler, Manchester United, who should they get in to replace Ollie now? Because there's clearly a few problems, and I think they need to find someone. So, what should they do?
Well, obviously, bias aside, take away the Liverpool thing, I'd personally try and get Ten Hag. So I think out of the options they have, because, Zidane's missus says she don't want to go to England. Pochettino's not proven when it comes to winning trophies. I'm not on about a German car sponsorship. You know what I mean? Like, he's not proven. He's got tactics and he's a good man manager, but what's he won? Do you know what I mean? They'll want to win something because they haven't won anything for so long. So yeah, personally for me, I'll go with Ten Hag because you look what he's doing with Ajax now. Like, especially in the Champions League, like, he's getting a tune out of them. They're getting some really good results. So yeah.
Kenny?
No, you won't. You can't make me talk about the Glazers, please.
No, I'm asking you who you think the manager should be.
Oh, yeah, I'll say entirely as well. We should get Ten Hag. Postrad's actually created, I think it's 3 thumbnails with Carrick, Ten Hag, and Pochettino. I think I'm I'm gonna list the managers. Not really do you, and I'll say when I want them or not. Ten Hag, I really want. I think he'd be perfect for the job. He's proven. He got to semi-finals with Ajax. He's got over 500 goals in his tenure at Ajax. I think he's perfect. Zidane, he don't want to come. I really do want him, but he don't want to come. He's a proven winner, but his misses is fucking shouldn't even vote, man. Steve Bruce. Steve Bruce is not cannot come. This is Man United. We can't just carry on giving jobs to club legends just because the club legends be you're fat shit. Just sit down and eat crisps for a few months. I think would be perfect, but he just don't win any trophies. I think he needs to win some trophies. If he's the only manager available, then I would get Pochettino because I do rate him. I just think he's not won any trophies. He's not proven with his mentality, but he is a good manager. But
Kenny is very emotional. Have you calmed down, Kenny?
A little bit. Unless you make me talk about, you know what? Please don't.
Talk to me about McFred.
I'm just glad it's not the Glazers, honestly. McTominay, get out fucking DM. Should have told Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I'm not DM me. You know, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer just fucking played about DM anyway. I'm not DM, boss. I don't care. You and a friend, yeah? I've got you in a bloody fan fiction, mate. You need I need you. I need you kissing in the midfield. And it's probably your kissing, that's probably where they're gone. Every time the other team attacks, that's probably where the bloody DMs go. Probably off kissing, bloody hell. The defense has no help from McFred. You know, which says full stab, but actually help from nope. They're just off there hiding, probably with somewhere where the cameras can't see them. Let me just McTominay. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing, most likely, when the defense is being attacked. Like, Jesus Christ, I'm Fred, you're fucking shit, mate. Stop trying to shoot, stop trying to attack, and stop trying to shoot from dangerous areas. You have like one shot that hits the post every few games. McTominay's way better than you at that. Also, you shit out having, mate. McTominay's told me.
Nice. Moving on.
Yes.
To this game, finished 1-0. Congratulations, Wolves. Now, Tyler, talk to me about this one. A 4-0 thrashing for Arsenal. Did you expect it?
I expected a high result win for us. Obviously, I said 3-1. But yeah, I mean, obviously we've done a reaction to it, we've done a watch along to it, and all of that. But yeah, what I will say, first half, it was literally up until the goal, mate. It was Liverpool versus Ramsdale. Like them saves he was pulling off, the Mane save, the Salah double save, you know, the Trent save. He was just saving everything. Even the first goal, he got a touch on it. But you know, Trent with another assist, brilliant ball over to Mane, good header by Mane. You know, and then after that, second half, we were just exceptional. But I think the thing that proper fired up the fans and all of that was obviously the Klopp and Arteta thing. Obviously, I said to you, I don't really know why Arteta's getting annoyed because it's still got given as a free kick at the end of the day. But yeah, like as you said as well, I don't understand why he's doing it, especially at Anfield where it's going to fire up the players, fans, you know, all of that. And it did. But yeah, second half, we were just exceptional. Obviously, Jota getting a goal, Salah getting a goal. Salah was, you know, just trying his best to get a goal, and I'm obviously so happy for him that he did. But the third goal, the link-up play on it, Tsimikas, the pass over to Jota with the header, and then the header from Jota through over behind the defenders to Mane, who then played it across to Salah. That team play was exceptional. And when we're like that, we're on job, mate. We are just different when we're like that. And then obviously Minamino literally coming on and getting a goal. simple enough for him in the end. Just played a crossover to him. But yeah, like Arsenal's best chance was probably the Partey chance, but even then, Alisson had that one covered. But yeah, like the level was just shown eventually because they're still meant to be on the trust the process. You know what I mean? Whereas we're like, you know, we're just that team's been there for years and etc. Like obviously, except the other players that have joined and stuff like that, but yeah, sound win in the end. Expected a high result, as I said. So yeah.
Kenny, as an Arsenal fan, this one must have hurt.
I actually I did predict this game as Tyler saw. I was in the comments of the channel. I said ball of Liverpool, just because Arsenal.
Yeah, true.
I've noticed them. They're not good at all. I know they're fifth, but they're fucking shit, mate. Because the only teams they've beaten this season, I'll list them for you right now: Norwich, Burnley, Watford, Leeds, Villa, and Leicester. Actually, they're not even Leeds. That was in the Carabao Cup. Leicester. That's 5 teams. Leicester have an awful issue defensively. They should have lost that without Ramsdale. Norwich, they should have lost. They Watford, they should have won that. I forgot even who else. Villa was good, and Burnley they shouldn't have won. Those teams are not great. Those teams are awful. They can't do it against big teams. They can't do it against good teams. But the best team they faced are Brighton and Palace here. They nearly lost to both. They should have lost to both. They got dominated by both. So I think Arsenal, if they can't beat the top sides, if they can only beat sides like, you know, your Newcastles, your Villas, your Leeds, then I have to say you're not back, because you're just gonna have another season of finishing 8th, because you can't beat, because they haven't beaten anyone this season apart from Leicester, who got shit anyway, but they haven't beaten anyone this season above 15th. That's a stupid start. This is Arsenal Football Club. And the fans are saying they're back after beating Aston Villa and Watford. This is the Arsenal Football Club. Surely the standards are higher than this. I know I support Man United, but most of the time I'm joking about this. We do sometimes, some of our fans have decent standards. Arsenal fans, they have no standards if they say they're back, because honestly, the teams they beat are just poor. They need to. They are not back, and they will not be back for a long time now. For a few seasons. Arteta is still a shit manager, and he still should go.
Oh, you're finished. Excellent. Moving on. Manchester City, Tyler. Manchester City with a 3-0 win over Everton. Was that a good one?
Yeah, it was good for me as well because I said 3-0. So yeah. But no, it was a very good win for Manchester City. Sterling getting a goal. Obviously, I said in the comments of your F1 stream yesterday, I think this is where Sterling starts to get a bit of confidence back. Because you know, you look at the international break for England. Oh my god, mate, he was poor. He was so poor. But yeah, great ball over to him as well. And yeah, City scored some great goals. Rodri, that was a good goal. Bernardo Silva, obviously there was speculation of him in the summer, possibly maybe leaving, but you know this season he's been exceptional and he grabbed another goal.
Okay, sorry, I was just listening to a Twitter space. God, but yeah, Kenny, talk to us on this one, mate.
I didn't watch the game. I thought Everton, the only chances that they got were through Obi. Obi really don't know what's happening. He ended up when he getting tackled. So it will be fucking slow. But yeah, Everton showed nothing. The Man City, they weren't even that good. I thought they just turned up when needed. They missed a lot of chances, Man City. They missed a lot of chances, and this game also showed they need a striker. Because I'll give you an example. Against Man United, they scored from an own goal, and they scored from 3 defensive mistakes in a row. That was against us, and they had about 30 chances that game. So yeah, they need a striker. But this is a simple win. But yeah, also Man City. Man City are overrated. I never forgot to say that. They're really overrated.
To this. Loving it. Oh god, that is that's funny. The last game of the weekend was the watch along me and Tyler did. Tyler, Tottenham in the first half they were Leeds whipping bitches. Second half, Antonio Conte, after smacking them and threatening to lock up their wives, got the result.
Yeah, I wish I knew. I wish they'd done it all or nothing for Tottenham this season. You know what I mean? I wanted to see what he said to him at half time, because in that second half they were different, mate. The chances they were having, you know what I mean? Kane, great save by Melier. There was another chance they had, but the goals eventually came, and that's what I was saying to you. The goals are eventually going to come because of pressure Tottenham were putting on them. The goal from Højbjerg, very underrated player in my opinion, and then Reguilon getting the winning goal. Obviously Eric Dyer on a free kick hit the post, and then Reguilon just finished it.
Kenny, you're a disgrace. What did you think of this game?
God's sake. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Leeds United. Nice. right. Also, let me just say, Leeds United, I'm going down. That's it.
Great insight there, Kenny. Great insight. Before we pick team of the week, let's go through the league table. So, as I said, Chelsea at top of the league with Manchester City, Liverpool, and West Ham in the top 4. Arsenal are 5th with Wolves just behind in 6th. Spurs are in the Europa Conference League spot with Manchester United in a record high 8th. Not achieved since Sir Alex Ferguson.
Record
Brighton.
high.
Yes, this is actually quite high for you. Because once Steve Bruce is brought in, you're going to be wishing you were 8th. Then you've got Brighton Palace. Look at Kelly's face when I said it. Begins Steve Bruce. He nearly choked. Crystal Palace, Everton, Leicester with Southampton, Brentford, Villa, Watford, Leeds, and the bottom 3 is Burnley, Norwich, and Newcastle United. Velv says Rylan is on the space. Oh my god, I've actually listened to him live, so I don't need to listen to him on a space. Maybe Ross will sing. You never know. But it is that time of the week where we get to pick our team of the week. Now let me just load up this. And wait, Kenny,
what? What did you say? You left out a bit.
I said that's unfortunate. Whilst I load up the team of the week, talk to me about the Glazers.
No. Can I just talk about the beautiful weather outside, the beautiful scenery?
Oh.
Can I talk about? Okay, we got it up now.
Twat.
Sweet. So I'm it's night time, and some of my roommates are trying to sleep, so I don't really want to get really angry. Maybe if you're lucky, I'll do it on another stream that's earlier.
Yeah. Well, Velv says now join the Twitter space after stream. Well, I'm already in it, mate. I'm already listening. It's just on mute at the moment. But as we all know, Team of the Week is picked by us, the people. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be good. And because I'm not an asshole, I will put the link in the chat. So if anyone wants to come on and help pick Team of the Week, you are more than welcome to. So we'll start with goalkeeper. Tyler, who is your nomination for goalkeeper of the week?
Even though he conceded 4, he was exceptional in my opinion. I think you know who I'm on about. And as you said on my match reaction, if it was just the first half, he was up there for man of the match. So I think you know who I'm on about.
Yep. Mr. Aaron Ramsdale with 1 vote from Tyler. Kenny, who are you picking for goalkeeper of the week?
With a few chances we had, they were actually really good chances. So I think Ben Foster did very well because he had a few really good saves.
Ben Foster, are you taking the piss? He had
he actually did do very well.
He had fuck all to do, mate. Have you seen your attack? Have you seen your attack? It is shit. Ronaldo is finished. Messi is the GOAT.
We had a few chances, remember. Rashford missed a few. Ronaldo missed a few. Ben Foster was quite good.
Oh, holy glazers.
No. Do not say holy glazers.
God save our gracious glazers. Long live our noble glazers. God save the Glazers. Dude. So the British national anthem into the Glazers national anthem. I think that'll be elite. You can just imagine Harry Maguire. You could just imagine Harry Maguire singing it every day. But I'm going to echo Tyler here. I'm going to go Aaron Ramsdale in goal. You know, I thought he was absolutely brilliant. I know he conceded 4 goals and all of that, but you know, sometimes
also you look and a lot of the goals he couldn't do much because the ball was just played across. You can't always do a lot about it. Yeah,
so exactly. I would Ramsdale made it 4-0, not 8-0. So I would agree with that.
And that, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Right back. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna give it to a Norwich lad, and I'm gonna say Max Aarons. I thought he was decent. I thought actually both wing backs from Norwich were very good. So I'm gonna start off with right back saying Max Aarons.
He's definitely up there. You know, I mean, he got an assist, didn't he? So yeah, and the way he had to, you know, keep that ball on from going out. So yeah, I definitely hear what you're saying there. But I think you know who I'm going to go with. 2 assists. You know, it looks like he's sharp. I think you know who I'm on about.
1 vote for Aaron Bissaka. That's clearly a vote for Trent. But Kenny, who are you going for? You've had 1 vote for Max Aarons, 1 vote for Trent. Who is your vote?
I would actually go for I don't know what for. I would go for Fabinho. I thought he played really well against us, and he got an assist. I just thought his overall performance was very, very good.
Right, so we've all picked different right backs. That's fucking helpful, isn't it?
Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel.
No, I'm just going to exert my authority here. Well done, Max Aarons, for getting into Team of the Week.
Future United right back at least.
Yeah. Now, instead of centre backs, we'll do left back first. I'm going to start us off. And as I said, I thought both Norwich wing backs were absolutely fantastic. I'm going to give my vote for Brandon Williams. I thought it was absolutely excellent for Norwich against Southampton. And starting to really sort of come into himself, I think. But Tyler, what about you, mate?
Yeah, no, I'll go him as well. He was good from what I saw, so yeah.
Nice. Kenny?
Probably as well. I was just looking up the results and see the one.
Excellent. But now, centre backs. Centre backs. I'm gonna start us off and say Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof. I thought they were exceptional.
No. Put them out right now. Put Harry Maguire out right now. I'm fine with Lindelof.
Obviously, I was joking, Kenny. None of your team gets him. My centre back pairing. I am going to go for Rudiger and it's actually quite tough.
I did say
Ludiger.
Trent, by the way. I did.
Ludiger. Velv says Trent. That's the link is there if you want to help us pick team of the week. We're currently doing centre backs.
Wolves get the
So one of mine is Rudiger. I'm trying to work out other centre backs, to be honest with you.
Cody.
For me, you could go for either. So you could go Rudiger definitely, or for me, you could go Van Dijk or Mings.
You could. I go with Cody. I think Cody was a good game.
Yeah, or Cody. To be fair, yeah, that's another good shout. For me, it's out of them three.
I'd go for Rudiger and Cody because I think Wolves actually have been really, really. They've seized up on us, haven't they? I thought they were like.
Yeah, no one's really talking about them. Yeah, true.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Rudiger and Cody. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. What is that? What everyone is going for?
Yeah, I'll go with that. As I said, it's definitely Rudiger and either for me, Van Dijk, Mings, or Cody.
It is excellent. Now, in the centre of midfield, I'm gonna go with McTominay, Fred, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. No, I'm joking. I'm actually gonna go for Donny van der Beek, even though he only had 45 minutes. It was the best 45 minutes I've ever seen in that Manchester United midfield for quite some time. So I'm actually gonna go Donny van der Beek. Not even joking. Then
Rodri's in there for a shout, maybe.
Yeah, Rodri's in for a shout. That is for sure.
Brownhill for Burnley.
That's also a shout.
So
Billy
cool.
Gilmore had a good game. I thought Billy Gilmore had a good game.
Do you think Sissoko had a good game? Sissoko cleverly.
No, I don't think I. Well, no, yeah, it weren't too bad.
So wild candidates.
Yeah, there is. I am going to go for Billy Gilmore, GoloKante.
N'Golo. You went with Roderick.
Yeah, Donny van der Beek. That's the one. So I'm going Donny, GoloKante, and Billy Gilmore. Tyler?
I'm kind of liking this.
I'm going with Kante, Donny van der Beek, and Rodri. That's the one.
So Kenny, Kante and Donny van der Beek are already in there. So who are you going for as your other option?
I'd go for Burnley. Had a really good game. I thought Brownhill.
Right, Josh Brownhill. So we've all picked three different ones. So I'm just going to put Billy Gilmore in there. I'm just going to be nice to. I'm just going to be nice to Norwich. Norwich may never get a better time to shithouse at least three players into team of the week. So do you know what? We'll allow Norwich on this one because do you know what? They may never have this ability ever again. So whereas Rodri can get picked almost every fucking week. Have you seen Manchester City? So there we go. Sort of a little bit of respect there for Norwich. On the right wing, I thought Mason Greenwood had a good game from his sofa. To be fair, better than fucking Sancho.
Sancho, what? Sancho actually.
No, I'm joking. Sancho was actually all right. But yeah, now I'm trying to pick a right winger.
I'm looking for some now.
That's what I'm doing. So, Joe Linton played on the right. He had an all right game, didn't he?
I think he got an assist as well.
But
Joe Linton,
but
I
think it has to be Mohamed Salah. I think it's just got to be Salah. I thought he did well, but Valve says worst team of the week. Well, do you know what, Valve? Your attitude is disgraceful, and you could have come in and helped us pick it, but you say no. I'm gonna go Salah. What about you, Tyler?
Yeah, I'd probably say Salah. If Minamino was on for longer, I'd probably say him. But yeah, I'll go Salah.
Yeah. Kenny, who's you gone
There's
for?
not really a lot of options, is there?
I want to give a shout out to Jolinton and Ismail Assar. I know they had also had good teams.
Yeah.
Especially Ismail Assar.
Left wing, I'm going to go Mane. Got a goal and assist against Arsenal.
Mane looking sharp.
Got to be Sadio. Got to be Mr. Sadio. And then up top, the striker of the week. I'm going to give a shout to Christian Benteke. Got 2 goals against two goals against Burnley. So I think he's in with a shout. Ollie Watkins for Villa, maybe.
Jimenez.
Josh King, Jimenez. Lots of good opportunities here.
Ronaldo.
No. Jota. Timo Pukki. There's not some Ivan Toney.
Yeah, Pukki's goal was very good actually. It reminds me a bit of James Collins when he's at Luton. That sort of header at that sort of angle. He used to score a lot of goals like that. But yeah.
12 says, I can't come on. I'm on a singing space. We are waiting for Ramsdale to sing. Oh, is Ramsdale on it now? Interesting. But yeah.
There's nearly everything for a good striker. Even Burnley, like Chris Wood.
So yeah, I am going to say Christian Benteke. Tyler,
I'm going to go with Jimenez.
Yeah, and Kenny.
Well, Benteke's one because I've not gone for him, and I've not gone for either one either. I've gone for Money Josh King, so Benteke's one. Go on, Benteke.
No, I'll happily give it to Jimenez.
I like Jimenez. Jimenez.
Mal Jimenez.
Yeah, the reason I say him is obviously it's the winning goal. It was a good finish as well. Edge of the D. Inside the D, sorry. And it's against West Ham who have been high flying and they got a result. So yeah.
Yeah. No, I would say that. But now we need manager of the weekend. My vote is Ollie. Tyler?
I agree with you also, Ollie.
Ollie.
I was joking. We're not giving manager of the week to fucking Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, for fuck's sake.
Good time,
I'm joking.
Do you know what? I'm gonna give it Dean Smith. I'm gonna give it Dean Smith for getting a victory.
Dean Smith. Yeah. I agree with that.
Oh.
Kenny?
I really tried to give it to Nuno Espirito Santos, but I think Claudio Ranieri gets it when he beat us 4-1.
Actually, yeah, Claudio Ranieri. Yeah, I just worried. I suppose we haven't got any Norwich Watford players in there because it was only Manchester United. But yeah, that'll probably be why. Or that we're gonna get battered for this. Absolutely destroyed. But it was.
Should have had it. You got a goal and 2 assists.
Who?
Saw.
Azzy.
Yeah.
I'd take out Salah then. Sorry, mate.
He did miss 2 pens though.
Yeah, but he's got an assist. He's got 2 assists and a fucking goal, mate. I would like my testicles still on Twitter. I don't want to lose them. So Ismail Assar gets in. I completely forgot about that. Sorry, Salah. I've voted Salah in more team of the weeks than you care to imagine. It's nice to get a change. In fact, I think this is a first team of the week debut for 10 of these. So that's actually remarkable. So, 9 of them because Brandon Williams and Mane have been in before. So yeah, mad. But guys, that's a wrap. I'll be back tomorrow with a watch along of Manchester United versus Villarreal in the Europa League final. Will David De Gea miss the final penalty? So make sure you tune in for that. Kenny's already got post-traumatic distress after that. But yeah, can Ole Gunnar Solskjaer guide Manchester United to the Europa League final and win it? We shall see. Or will David De Gea mess the final penalty? Well, we'll find out. Kenny, what's your prediction?
Pochettino.
Villarreal 11, United 10, penalty shootout. Anyone keen?
Honestly. Oh, yeah, by the way, when do you
Honestly.
lot think we'll finish with Pochettino, George?
21st.
I think we'll finish fourth. Actually, I think fourth.
Nice. But we can talk about that in the United show. Before you do go, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Kenny, where can they find you?
You can find me at KennyB210 on Twitter. You have to request the account, of course. Kenny TV on YouTube, and what's my Twitch name? Kenny the United fan on Twitch.
Nice. Tyler, where can they find you, mate?
T-Boys TV, obviously, as you can see there, that's my YouTube. And then Instagram, T_boys_TV. Same with TikTok, even though I don't really post on TikTok, I'm not going to lie. But yeah.
Perfect. On that note, guys, we're off. I'm off to go and listen to this singing space. But until next time, thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.